Thanks for tuning in. My name is Lisa, and listen, I'm truly just a girl with no time, trying to make time for makeup, fashion, and beauty with hopes and a goal of inspiring you to do the same. Now, today we're diving into what I believe to be some of the hottest makeup and beauty releases this season. In fact, these will probably be some of the hottest makeup and or beauty releases this year. Makeup and beauty releases that I believe to be worth both your time as well as every bit of your coin. Because let's be honest, sometimes it's the reputation behind the brand or behind the creative that truly hypes up some of these releases, and we tend to find that maybe the product or whatever it may be wasn't truly really worth all of the hype. Now, I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. There's something about where the beauty industry is headed that's just been giving me butterflies, and that has been making me just really excited to play in makeup again. They're really truly getting extremely innovative. I feel like a lot of these brands, especially these brands that have been created by pro makeup artists, are truly becoming more inclusive, not only as it pertains to skin tone, but to the everyday person as well. You know, somebody who don't really necessarily have time for a makeup look, but just like an everyday girl that wants to look put together very quickly. They're making products for everybody. Clean makeup girly, for the concealer only makeup girly, for the no makeup girly, and even for the makeup girlies that be like,
I don't like how I look in makeup. I don't think makeup is for me. Yeah.
They're making a little bit of makeup for everybody. And that's from concealer to foundation to eyeshadow looks to blush. Very, very inclusive. And I just love where they're headed. These are the standouts that have come across my timeline, that have come across my way, that have made me pause and say, she just might be that girl. Even beginning with one of my favorite brands, One Size Beauty. Patrick is over there just cooking it up, stirring it up in the lab. And I feel like he so far has probably, and I haven't even tried this spray yet, but I'm looking forward to trying it. And I feel like it is truly going to be a favorite of mine. But it is a setting spray. The setting spray, I've seen people try it. I'm not on their PR list yet. And so I have not had the opportunity to try it yet. But from what I can see from the One Size page and the very few reviews that are out there, this is definitely going to be something that I love. This is the new One Size Powder Melt Glass Setting Spray. It's a skincare infused formula that claims to last up to 12 hours. It has a ceramide complex. It supports skin's barrier to prevent moisture loss. It has ginger flower water, antioxidants, that plump lime pearl extract, just packed with tons of skincare ingredients that I personally make it a priority for me to use. And so I feel like if I'm doing the skincare, child, I'm wearing the sunscreen, I'm wearing the concealer that has the things, the foundation that has the things, and then the setting spray on top of that has the things. Oh, you can't tell me nothing. My skin is going to, hands down, always be skinning. And so I'm looking forward to trying this new setting powder that is supposed to give just this overall dewy finish. I'm looking forward to the overall ingredients just to see how it improves the moisture in my skin, because it's supposed to help the skin to retain moisture, and it's also supposed to be long lasting. And so you have some setting sprays that claim to be dewy, and it doesn't melt in or fuse the makeup together, but rather almost borderline sometimes melt the makeup off. And that is not what we're looking to do. So I'm truly looking forward to trying this for myself. I've seen all of the videos, and I'm going to try to find one and insert a clip here somewhere on the screen. But this is definitely, I don't know what y'all cooking up over there at One Size, but whatever it is that y'all are cooking this year, I'm ready to eat. How that little TikTok, that reel though? I'm ready to eat whatever it is that y'all are cooking this year in that lab. You guys are literally doing your thing over there at One Size. The next thing, I don't know, I guess it's somewhat of a setting spray season because I am looking forward to Pat McGrath. She is releasing a new setting spray. If you are not familiar with who Pat McGrath is, she is a British pro makeup artist, known as one of the most iconic and legendary makeup artists in the game, who launched a makeup line known as Pat McGrath Labs. And we often typically know her to always release some form of eyeshadow palette, but child, and she releases other things. Speaking of legendary, it's her new Skin Fetish Glass 001 or 001 Legendary Glow Setting Spray. This setting spray too is packed with tons of skincare ingredients. There's something about just the visuals behind it all that I'm seeing on social media with this particular launch for this setting spray that had me like super hype, and I'm super excited to give this setting spray a try. Not only is this setting spray packed with skincare ingredients, but instead of 12 hours like Patrick, this is supposed to provide a 16-hour wear. Now, Patrick does have one. This is the On Till Dawn that provides, I think, is it 12 or 24 hours? I'm going to look it up and correct it if I'm wrong, but I think it provides a 24-hour wear, maybe even a 12-hour wear. But this right here is going to provide a 16-hour wear, and it is only $38. I don't know. There's something about Pat and her branding and her pricing that typically gives me expensive. So in my opinion, $38, $39, this is very affordable for Pat McGrath. Recently purchased the Louis Vuitton foundation. I was misinformed in my mind. Nobody informed me, but I thought this was going to be Louis Vuitton's collab with Pat McGrath Labs. But I think this is going to be a very transformative year for her. Not only is she releasing this setting spray, but she is also collabing with Louis Vuitton. This is makeup that is going to be released later on this year in the fall to launch Louis Vuitton's makeup collection called Le Beaute. And so she's going to ultimately be the creative director for that collection. And as soon as it drops, I'm going to be there to pick it up. Now, I've had notes on what it's supposed to include because I don't know why I thought it was going to include complexion products. It's not going to include any complexion products. It is only going to include, let's see what it's going to include. Louis Vuitton in collaboration with Pat McGrath Labs. Super excited to try that one. I cannot wait till that drops, and I'm so upset that I have to wait all the way till the fall. But this is going to be La Beaute by Louis Vuitton. This is a luxury fashion house, a luxury makeup collection in collaboration with them. So they're going to first launch, this is going to be a first launch. So hopefully this launch will include some form of complexion because it says the first launch will include 55 lipsticks. 55? That's a whole lot. 55 lipsticks, 10 nourishing lip balms, and 8 eye palettes. Do you know what the 8 eye palettes? And nobody, very few people do eye palettes like Pat McGrath. So for her to be the creative director behind that, listen, one of the things I'm excited about most is the packaging. Because I love the branding and the packaging behind Pat McGrath, and I love the branding and the packaging behind Louis Vuitton. So them teaming up, not that I own anything Louis Vuitton, this will probably be the very first Louis Vuitton. This will probably be my first luxury in the, I can't even say that, but this will probably be my first luxury purchase. Can't really say luxury beauty. Okay, I've purchased luxury beauty before, but I'm super excited to try that. And I'm hoping that they release more. It does says that this will be part of their first launch. So I'm super excited to see what else they will be launching along with that. Now, the next thing that I'm super excited, I think that this is going to be worth every bit of your your penny. But NATASHA DENONA, she always just comes through with the complexion. I feel like she's one of the very few people who in the beauty industry who does complexion or who does pigment and does pigmentation well. When it comes to her concealers, when it comes to her eyeshadows, I think she does it very, very well. And so she is relaunching a new and improved version of her primer. This is a new Hygiene Bronze Energizer. Wait, I need to figure out the name of this primer. But she has a hydrating primer serum that she is infusing with a bronzer. So it's going to be somewhat of a 2, 3-in-1. And I am in the season where I just love multifaceted 2-in-1, 3-in-1 types of things. Any type of multi-use product, brush, child, run it to me. I want to try it. I want to give it a try. I need for it to be mine. And so this is going to be both a primer and a bronzer, very similar to what Milk Makeup did, but I still feel like there's something missing in the Milk Makeup bronzing primer. There's just something missing. I don't feel like it does the best when it comes to like somebody of a deeper complexion wearing it. Like, it's just not the prettiest. But looking at this, I just feel like this is going to be the perfect addition, the perfect product for you to have, for anyone to be able to achieve some form of like glowy makeup. And I feel like a deep skinned girl or a woman with more melanin will be able to wear it on its own. It looks really, really pretty, and I'm super excited for this release. And I'm going to make it my business to try that as well. I've been taking better care of my skin, and I'm looking forward to just being able to wear that alone. I want to see how it looks on a barely any makeup type of day. I think it's going to definitely be worth your coin. Is this new release by Merit Beauty, and this is the release of their mineral. This is the release of their tinted mineral sunscreen. And you know what? Now that I think of it, when I first saw it, I think I probably was just a little confused because I'm seeing mineral sunscreen and I'm thinking like tinted foundation, not tinted, it's like skin tint foundation. And I've had to learn the hard way that there is clearly a difference. But this is a mineral sunscreen tinted that is available in 14 or 15 different shades. Let me see. So yes, it is available in 15 different shades. And I feel like that's really, really good for a mineral sunscreen or a tinted sunscreen. I haven't really been able to find a brand from a sunscreen that has really been able to do tinted well for my complexion. And so I think this is one that I would definitely want to. It does have an SPF of 45, which is what I typically look for in a sunscreen. And then the fact that it's mineral, I don't know. There's just a level of confidence that I have when it comes to Merit, because it is a brand that I've previously tried. It gives me easy makeup, everyday makeup, woman on the go, busy woman type of makeup. It's a really easy breezy type of inclusive type of makeup line, and I feel like it's going to be inclusive for all. I feel like they're going to do extremely well, especially with us like going into the summer. For me, for example, like I like going to the beach, but if I want to go and I want to take pictures, I create content. There are some times when my skin ain't doing its best and I want to have just a little bit of coverage. And I think you can get that out of like a tinted sunscreen. And I have a feeling this is going to be mineral and SPF of 45. And I have a feeling that it's going to be worth every coin. I feel like Merit is going to do it up for the girls, especially for the deep skinned girls. But that is all that I have for the video. We've come to the end of the video. Let's go ahead and chit chat and kiki down in the comments below. Let me know if any of these products that I've mentioned has like piques your interest, by the time this video is released, you may or may have not tried it, one of these products, but let me know if you've tried it. And I want to know your review. If it comes before mine, down in the comments below. I want to know your thoughts or what you're thinking. Also, if you found this video a little interesting, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It does help for it to become a little bit more discoverable out here in these YouTube streets. And as I like to say, child, if we vibe, don't forget to hit that button and subscribe. Join the tribe, join the community, and make sure that you never miss a beat. And until the next video,